Welcome to the video lecture of the subject Fashion Presentation. Today we are going to discuss on the chapter Fashion Accessory Designing Part A. Accessory Designing. What is accessory designing? Accessories are personal objects that relate functionally, conceptually, and aesthetically to people and their environment. It involves exploring, processing, and experimenting with thoughts, ideas, and materials in order to establish a platform for new ideas and a powerful personal expression. The process for designing a jewelry. Searching for an idea. To make something extraordinary, you need to think outside the box. Just gather some ideas and closely examine some sketching concept. Start drawing a jewelry sketch and then think of possibility of turning it to a CAD model. Pick up any jewelry piece around and try to fully examine it. Try to review it upside down and at an angle to understand how it looks and what the right proportions are. Second, the sketching process. Start with basic shapes, lines, and then proceed to step-by-step drawing. Try not to get too detailed on the first step. Get the overall shape and structure of the jewelry piece. Then after bringing it to life size, you may proceed to details and stones. Third one, demo sketches. Create a basic form of a jewelry piece and then use it as a template to get different ideas. This may be extremely helpful when developing a jewelry line. The rings or pendants may have the same style, but not the same details and stones. Especially when you decide to color the gems, you will see the same style of the line, but totally different jewelry designs. Fourth, finalizing the design. Once the sketch is tested and are completely sure that it works, start with the final touches. Place the beads, different textures and connections and play around with the design. After having the final design, send it out to the jewelry CAD designers. CAD and production. Fifth, due to some requirements that jewelry CAD services have, there will be a slight variations in the design. Some of part of the design doesn't look the way because of the CAD services. Inform CAD designer to change or modify it. When the jewelry CAD design is ready, proceed the production. The steps of turning the jewelry sketch to a final product are pretty long. That's the cost for getting into the unique world of jewelry design. This image shows a rough sketch of a ring. The design is normally designed and decided according to the customer, and the measurements are made according to the requirements of the customers here. In this image you can see there is different styles of stone designing and illustration with shading techniques. They have shown the different kinds of gems and stones in this with different cuts and different shadings. Here we are going to discuss about gemstone tutorial. The first step, start by drawing a rough shape of the whole ornament with whatever color out against the background bell. This part is useful for avoiding annoying little holes in your gems. Second step, now fill in the mid-tones, this time using the colors that the gems will actually have. It is easiest way by using a mask or a similar method to preserve transparency as it is shown in the two images. Third step, pick a light source. For semi-transparent things such as gems, it is important to note that the light travels through them and lights up the opposite of its location. Since our light is warm yellow, we start by marking the secondary reflection with a lighter, warmer color than the midtone. Fourth step in the gemstone tutorial. Continue shading each time, picking a lighter and warmer color until the reflection light is enough. Then darken the shadows with darker color. Changing the hue, not just value, is important for making things look right. Fifth step, add some variety to the gems. The smallest one are more transparent, so they don't go as dark. The biggest one got some impurities to add texture. Add small, bright primary reflections using the color of the light source. Add very faint ambient reflections around the sides using background color. Sixth step, let's add a little frame to keep the gems together. It is easiest by creating a new layer underneath the gems and drawing the shape of the frame with solid color. The seventh step in Gemstone tutorial. Then shade the frame according to the light source. It is easier to do if you use a mask or a similar method to preserve the transparency just like before for the gems. Eighth step. At this point, the tutorial is very much pretty, save for level adjustment and having a little fun with the details. Here in this image, an ominous looking eye to the big gem and some tufts of thread at the bottom has been added.